next speaker is Scott Heckendorn.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention estimates that 20% of the population is allergic to nickel, and the three most common metal allergies are nickel, chromium, and cobalt. Hi, I'm not actually Scott Heckendorn. I'm his wife, Natalie, and I'm here as an advocate for him to tell you about his weirdness that has been going on since December of 2014. My husband presently is a 57-year-old man who had initial stenting of his RCA after a heart attack December 23rd of 2014. December 24th, he had an angiogram done that showed 80% blockage with the rest of his heart looking pretty good. If they found a blockage, they said that they would place a stent or stents. A stent was placed. He immediately stopped smoking, quit drinking, changed his lifestyle, ate better, exercised, and under the care of a physician, we thought, yay, we have a second chance at life. At 52, we thought we had things going. Fast forward to 2019. In February, when he went to see his cardiologist, he failed a stress test and he ordered an angiogram. With the understanding that if there were blockages, we would probably place a stent or two. The surgeon came out, and this was the picture that he showed me. The yellow indication there is approximately where the stent was placed in 2014. Above it, 99% blockage. Below it, 270% blockages. On the left main, he had a 50% and a 65% blockage. 5 blockages under the care of a physician, life-changing alterations. Again, why did this happen? We weren't quite sure. He went to the hospital on the 14th of February. He stayed in the hospital till the 18th till they could get the Plavix out of him and to do all kinds of tests to make sure everything was okay. The first picture here is post-op after 1 week of a triple bypass surgery. The next one is 2 weeks. A couple pictures here coming on the 23rd of March. He starts getting this red burning rash. Gets worse. We go back to the doctor. Stabbing pains. Burning sensation, itchy, pain that will not go away, electric surges going down through his body, joint pain, the man can hardly walk. Oh, well, that's probably costochondritis. Okay, we did everything that they told us to do for costochondritis. NSAIDs didn't touch the pain. As you can see, as it keeps going, wounds started opening up. April 2nd, wounds started opening up. The 17th, bleeding started to come out. Pain, stabbing pain, burning sensation wouldn't go away. Oh, that's because he's diabetic. Diabetic? No, I don't think so. I kind of called bullshit on that, looked him straight in the eye and said, do you listen to what your patient's saying? Stabbing, burning, pain, itchy, electric surges. Started doing my research and I asked, when you did the angiograms, what was the contrast? Could it be possibly gadolinium? Everything he describes is gadolinium. Heavy toxicity, heavy metal toxicity. Oh, no, we assure you it's not. Well, what could it be? Everything points to metals. Well, come to find out, during the cabbage, he had a stainless steel wire on his sternum. Started thinking about that with the rash and stuff, but then I started having these aha moments. Light bulb moments. Well, we've had this rash in his chest. We've had joint pain since the stent was placed. Could there possibly be something with the stent? So I pulled up his stent card, got the name, the manufacturer, and pulled up information on that. And it says right on there, contraindications, if you have a known or suspected allergy to the metal, cobalt, chromium, or nickel, shouldn't have it placed. Back up years ago, he was told he did have a nickel allergy when he had glasses. He started having blistering, the same type of reaction, blistering, rashes, pustules on the side of his ears from where the glasses were. Nobody ever asked us if there were metal allergies. Nobody ever indicated to us that there was even metal in the stents. As we go, contraindication, there's a definition of that, should not be done. Symptoms of a nickel rash, the bumps, the skin, itchy, burning skin, redness. He's had that since the since the stent. We had nickel testing done. It indicated that he did. This is his allergies. Before the stent, the red marker there is the only allergy adverse effect he had. In 4 years, it's counting. We're up to 14 right now. His medications keep increasing. I insisted that they take the metal wire, sternum wire out. The doctor didn't even know that there were metals in the sternum wire. He had no idea what they were. Had no idea that nickel could affect him. Had no idea about the stent, nothing. This is where he gets the constant pain to this day still. When we look back at this, he went back to February 12th, 2015 was the first time, 6 weeks after he had a stent placed, that he went back to his primary care physician with this red rash, the same type of rash, itchy burning patches on his calves. They gave him this. Nobody had any idea what was wrong with him. Nobody. Goes back to June 20th, back into the hospital because he had every indication of a heart attack. Electrical surges going down. And this was another prominent hospital that we went to because it was on our way home. Told him it was in his head. Had no idea what was going on. They want to put him on gabapentin. We don't really know how it works, but it'll take care of it. It just made him weird out. He was on it for 5 days. Didn't take the pain away, and it kept increasing it. Started him at 300 milligrams 3 times a day, and they wanted him to go in less than a week, 900 milligrams 3 times a day. I don't know if you're familiar with gabapentin, but that stuff is toxic. That was on the 20th of June. On the 23rd of June, well, after the sternum wire came out, he started bleeding again. This came out, this little whatever, nobody can figure out what it is. July 15th, still bad. August 15th and the 16th. He was walking up the steps. This profusely started to bleed. It took us 4.5 hours to get that to stop. They made us go back into the emergency room. Had no idea what was going on. We finally are looking for him to have, they're in the process of being done at National Jewish, having LPT tests done for nickel, cobalt, and chromium to see what's going on. But as of last week, he still presents with the rash. They kind of laughed at us after the sternum wire was taken out. It wasn't nickel. Well, that has been there since that stent was placed. That nickel wire wrap just made everything heightened. You guys have to do something. And I am tired of the doctors being ignorant. They keep telling us we have no idea. Our cardiologist didn't know. Our thoracic surgeon didn't know. Our immunologist at first didn't know. Our primary care physician had no idea. I'm sorry, it's time for them to wake up. Ignorance is not the answer. They need to be informed.
Thank you, Ms.
Thank
Heckendorn.
you.